जी हाँ, तो वेलकम बैक दोस्तों। लास्ट क्लास में हमने देखा था कि आईआर में जो है आईआर स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोपी हम पढ़ रहे थे और आईआर का हमने प्रिंसिपल देखा था। आईआर के प्रिंसिपल में हमने यही देखा था कि जो आईआर है, आईआर वेव्स जो है उसमें जो नंबर ऑफ वेव्स होते हैं अलग अलग वेवलेंथ के, अलग अलग फ्रीक्वेंसी के, जब भी कपलिंग होता है, मतलब जब आईआर वेव का फ्रीक्वेंसी जो होता है, व्हेन द फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ एन आईआर वेव, एग्जांपल न्यू वन, मैचेस विद द फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ द बॉन्ड, हमने प्रूफ किया था कि हर एक मॉलिक्यूल के बॉन्ड में इन द ग्राउंड स्टेट देयर इज ऑलवेज एन एनर्जी प्रेजेंट, इसको हम कहते हैं जीरो पॉइंट एनर्जी। उसको हमने डिफाइन किया था जीरो पॉइंट एनर्जी, दैट इज हाफ एच न्यू। ये होता है इन द ग्राउंड स्टेट। ये ग्राउंड स्टेट में हर मॉलिक्यूल में जो है एक एनर्जी होता है जिसको हम कहते हैं जीरो पॉइंट एनर्जी। और जब ये जो कपलिंग है, ये जो फ्रीक्वेंसी है आईआर वेव का, ईएमआर का, जब ये मैच करता है इस पर्टिकुलर फ्रीक्वेंसी से, फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ दैट वाइब्रेशनल वेव जो होता है, हम लोग लास्ट क्लास में पढ़ा था, देन देयर इज कपलिंग। और कपलिंग होने के बाद क्या होता है, इट अब्जॉर्ब्स दैट पर्टिकुलर एनर्जी, एम्पलीट्यूड बढ़ता है और पीक मिलता है। ये हमने प्रिंसिपल पढ़ा था आईआर का। आज हम देखेंगे सिलेक्शन रूल्स पढ़ने के पहले, मैंने बताया था कि आज सिलेक्शन रूल्स पढ़ेंगे, लेकिन सिलेक्शन रूल्स देखने के पहले हम देखेंगे कि ये जो वाइब्रेशंस है, ये जो आईआर में, ये जो बॉन्ड में वाइब्रेशंस है, ये किस तरह के होते हैं, व्हाट आर द मोड्स ऑफ वाइब्रेशन, व्हाट आर द टाइप्स ऑफ वाइब्रेशंस, जो हम देखेंगे। ओके, देखने के पहले हमने एक टर्म बोलूंगा जिसका नाम है डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम। डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम, ओके, ए डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम। ए डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम क्या है? हर एक एटम का जो है कुछ मोशन होता है इन स्पेस, अकॉर्डिंग टू योर हाइजेनबर्ग्स अनसर्टेनिटी प्रिंसिपल, दैट एवरी एटम हैज सम काइंड ऑफ मोशन इन स्पेस। दोज मोशंस कैन बी ट्रांजिशनल, it could be rotational, it could be vibrational. अगर if we consider only translational motion in an atom, if we consider only translational motion, if we consider only translational motion, there can be 3 degrees of freedom. मतलब क्या? In a 3-dimensional molecule there are 3 axes, x, y, z, ये 3 axes होते हैं। On every axis there will be a motion, so therefore there will be 3 degrees of freedom. Degrees of freedom will be given as, it will be given as n. Degrees of freedom will be given as n. तो हम कह सकते हैं कि just in an atom there will be 3n degrees of freedom, 3n degrees of freedom. But ये सिर्फ किसके लिए? This is only for transitional. एक एटम में this is only for ट्रांजिशनल, लेकिन आईआर में हम देखते हैं कि वाइब्रेशनल भी है, रोटेशनल भी है, सब कुछ है, बट आईआर के लिए हम वाइब्रेशनल यूज करते हैं। सो फॉर वाइब्रेशनल मोशन इन एन आईआर, द डिग्रीज ऑफ फ्रीडम विल बी योर 3n -6। ये 6 कहाँ से आया? क्वेश्चन इज ये 6 कहाँ से आया? जैसे कि ट्रांजिशनल, जैसे कि वाइब्रेशनल का 3n, ट्रांजिशनल का 3n होगा, वाइब्रेशनल का भी 3 मोशंस होगा, रोटेशनल का भी 3 होगा। बट इफ आई कंसिडर ओनली वाइब्रेशनल, देन व्हाट आई विल डू इन अ टोटल मॉलिक्यूल I will consider what? The 3n degrees of freedom minus the transitional minus the rotational. Okay, so 3 axis, 3 transitional motions, 3 rotational motions, total 6. So अगर हम only for vibrational देंगे, then it will be 3n minus 6. This will be for a non-linear molecule. ठीक है? This will be for non-linear molecule. For a linear molecule, the degrees of freedom will be 3n minus 5. इसमें 5 क्यों? Why 5? 5 because in a linear molecule, when you rotate along its own axis, when you rotate along its own axis, the rotation is not, it will not cause any change in the molecule. The molecule will remain same as it is. That's why एक motion cancel हो जाता है. One motion of rotation along its own axis is cancelled out. That's why it becomes 3n minus 5. One less rotation in case of a linear molecule. And these are the 2 degrees of freedom with which we can calculate how many modes of vibration can be present in a molecule for IR. Okay, for IR what we can say? We can say that there are 2 types. There are 2 types, 2 degrees. Okay, the number of modes. How we can see the number of modes? इसको कहते हैं number of modes. Number of modes. ठीक है. 1. Non-linear molecule or linear molecule. 3n minus 6, 3n minus 5. ये important. These 2 are very important. Okay. अभी जो IR है, IR में what is the case? In the case of diatomic molecule, example I will take as HCl. ये जो IR है, इसमें ये जो molecule है, there is a difference in dipole moment. Why? Because of difference in electronegativity. Chlorine is electronegative. Hydrogen is comparatively very less electronegative. Therefore, there is a difference in dipole moment. Difference in dipole moment होगा, there will be more vibration. There will be vibration. It will be IR active. Whereas in case of your homodiatomic molecule, example H2, hydrogen, just hydrogen molecule. Both the atoms are hydrogen. There is no difference in dipole moment. So if there is no difference in dipole moment, how will there be any IR? IR depends on what? IR depends on when there is dynamic dipole moment. What is the meaning of dynamic? Dynamic मतलब change or motion. When there is change in dipole moment, when there is a motion in dipole moment, then that molecule will be IR active. Now, how can I say that this molecule is IR active or this molecule is IR inactive? Okay. For that, उसके लिए first we need to know what are the type of vibrations which are occurring in a molecule which we need to consider for IR. IR में कौन कौन से vibrations होते हैं? Number 1, the most important type of vibration, stretching. Stretching vibration. ये जो stretching vibration है, कोई भी molecule हो जिसका हम IR में जब देखते हैं normally, your carbonyl, your double bonds, okay, your OH stretching, जो भी prominent peaks जो होते हैं 1650, 1720, 1800, whatever peaks we get, the sharp peaks, those are stretching. अगर एक molecule में कोई भी vibration हो या ना हो, but the only vibration that will be present is stretching. That's why stretching frequency is very important. First is your stretching vibration. Okay. Second is your asymmetric stretching vibration में होता है आपका your symmetric stretching and asymmetric. So what I was telling is that in every molecule there is symmetric stretching. There may or may not be asymmetric stretching, but in every diatomic molecule, triatomic molecule, सब में symmetric stretching होता है. But for a asymmetric stretching, the condition is that you have to have a triatomic molecule such as A, B, A, and this particular atom and this particular atom have to be same for a asymmetric stretching. But in case of symmetric stretching, there can be stretching in A, B or A, B. Stretching can be possible. Now whether the molecule will be IR active or not, it will depend on whether this stretching causes dynamic dipole moment, meaning whether this stretching causes a change in dipole moment. That will define whether that particular molecule is IR active or not. Other modes of vibration are bending vibrations. In bending vibrations we have in plane bending and out of plane bending. These are the bending vibrations. ये दो टाइप के bending vibrations होते हैं. चलिए हम अब डिटेल में देखते हैं कि ये जो मोड्स ऑफ वाइब्रेशन है ये किस तरह काम करते हैं. इसके लिए मैं एक काम करूँगा. I will take example of a very important, very simple molecule, water molecule. Let me consider water molecule. Okay. HOH. Fine. ये water molecule. In case of symmetric stretching, okay, तो ये जो bond है, there can be elongation on both the bonds, or there can be contraction of both the bonds, elongation or contraction. Okay, elongation, these are three atoms. Suppose there can be contraction, there can be elongation, but both will be on the same side, both will be on opposite sides. That will be called as your symmetric stretching. Okay, your symmetric stretching. Asymmetric stretching will be asymmetric stretching जो है, in this case what will happen is ये जो तीन atoms हैं, elongation will be on this side. In this case what will happen is एक bond अगर छोटा होता है तो दूसरा bond बड़ा होता है. One bond will be small, other bond will be larger. In case of symmetric it was equal stretching हो रहा था, equal stretching. But in case of asymmetric there will be uneven stretching of the bond, because the stretching is happening in one direction, opposite में नहीं हो रहा है. In one direction, one is getting shorter, one is getting longer, or it could be from this side. This is called as a asymmetric stretching. But in case of bending, we will see there are two types. That is in plane bending and out of plane bending. Okay, in plane bending and out of plane bending. Bending vibrations can be of four types. Bending vibrations. First, in plane bending. अभी in plane bending में let me imagine this is the plane of the paper. This is in one dimension. The molecule is present in this particular plane, and it can bend in two ways. It can bend this way in opposite directions. It can bend this way. Let me consider ये molecule है. This is in the plane, and it can move either this way or it can move either this way. So this particular motion is like a scissor, and that's why the first bending vibration is called as scissoring. Scissoring vibration. Okay, scissoring. Second type of in plane bending is called as rocking. In case of rocking, the motion is on the same side. That is, the molecule is in the plane itself, but the motion is either on the right side or on the left side. That's why it feels like it is rocking. Okay. The second type is called as rocking vibration. Okay. Third type में जब हम आते हैं, it becomes out of plane bending. अभी out of plane bending में first we will see this is the molecule. The atoms what will happen? The atoms will go either this side or this side. So if one atom is moving forward towards you, one atom is moving backwards towards me, that is, it is going out of plane, it feels like the molecule is twisting. And therefore this particular vibration is called as twisting. And the next one is if both the atoms which are in the plane start to vibrate, start to bend towards the observer or behind the observer, then it becomes like both the molecules are wagging, and therefore the fourth type of vibration is called as wagging. Now in summary, if we see the degrees of freedom, meaning what are the types of vibration, what are the modes of vibration which are occurring in a molecule. So if we see the summary here, what are the types of vibrations which occur in a particular molecule, which can state whether the particular molecule is either active or inactive. First one we see is stretching vibrations. In this we have two types. symmetric stretching and asymmetric stretching. Next we have bending vibrations. Bending vibrations. In bending vibrations we have 4 types of vibrations. That is, first one is scissoring, second one is rocking, third one is twisting, and fourth one is waving. Apart from all this, what we have seen is what is degree of freedom in case of linear molecules. In case of non-linear molecules, the degrees of freedom for vibrational modes are 3n minus 6, whereas in case of linear molecules, the degrees of freedom for a vibrational mode become 3n minus 5. This is just because in case of a linear molecule, the rotation which happens along the axis of a molecule, it does not count, because अगर rotation axis के along हो रहा है, then the molecule is not changing, it remains the same, and therefore for a linear molecule the degrees of freedom become 3n minus 5. So with this we come to know that these particular modes are present in IR. In the IR modes are these particular vibrations happen in a molecule. Now in the further lecture we will see for what reason a molecule can be IR active or inactive. We will see the mutual exclusion principle, and then we will also see the most important thing in IR, that is the Hooke's law, which helps us in knowing what can be the vibrational frequency. It helps to predict the wave numbers of the bonds. It tells us that which bond is stronger, which bond is weaker. So in all that we will see in the next class. Thank you very much for listening.